Look up, pull, look up. Go on, kick.
Her and her mom. Any barrel dead mounts now?
Come on, Daddy, gotta drive. Keep riding.
We have all of our timed events today. We're starting with junior pole bending this morning, followed by senior pole bending, and then we go right into junior barrel racing and senior barrel racing following that. These are strictly timed events. In the pole bending, there's 6 poles. They're set 21 feet apart, 21 feet from the starting line, and it's basically the fastest person through the course that is the winner. So they'll run down on one side of the poles, weave the poles back to the far end, and then run back on the opposite side of the poles and stop the timer. So strictly a timed event with a lot of penalties, two-second penalty if you knock poles over, and some things like that. But basically a timed event. Barrels would be the same thing. 3 barrels, we run them in a cloverleaf pattern. They can start either to the right or to the left. So they'd have 1 right turn and 2 lefts, or 1 left and 2 rights, depending on which way they went. But a cloverleaf pattern, again, a timed event for that. Oh, I was a 4-H'er when I was a kid, and actually did a lot of these events, when I was a kid. And I've been in extension for lots and lots of years, and been down here at the State Horse Show for, the last 25 years, I guess, for sure. And actually worked in Ohio as a state horse specialist there for 11 years, and so I've actually done this in a couple different states, but kind of enjoy it, like working with kids, and do a lot of work with the 4-H horse program. I'm the president of the 4-H horse advisory committee now too, and the Exarban Horse Show superintendent, so kind of hard to get me out of the horse business. We've got 40-some in each of the junior classes. The pole bending has 40-some in junior poles and 40-some in senior poles. There's some more barrel racers. I think there's 60-some junior barrel racers and 60-some senior barrel racers. Oh, I like to help kids. There's a lot of stuff that kids can learn. We kind of use horses as an instrument of learning, but they learn a lot of responsibility. They learn nutrition. They learn genetics. They learn foot care and shoeing, grooming, how important it is to worm your horse, vaccinate your horse, keep them in good physical shape, get them in condition before they come. And then the training aspect is probably the thing where kids learn the most. It takes a lot of time to get these horses to do what you want them to do and be in control. And be able to walk in that gate quietly under control and then just run their little heart out, for 15 seconds and then just walk quietly back out again. It takes a pretty well-trained horse to do that. To get to here, you had to qualify at a district horse show. We have 6 district horse shows across the state, so you had to have gotten a blue or a purple ribbon at a district horse show to be eligible to come to the state horse show in poles and barrels. So they've all had to qualify to get here. So we're kind of looking at the cream of the crop here. They move those shows around each year, put them in different parts of the state, and they try to just scatter the 6 shows across the state so that nobody has to drive a long ways to go to a district show. Obviously, there are more horses in the eastern part of the state than the western, so they tend to be a few more, in eastern Nebraska. But they'll go clear as far west as Chadron and Sidney and Kimball, out there for district shows too, to make sure those kids way out in the panhandle, have an equal chance to qualify. We've got 2 age divisions here. We've lowered the junior age division now down to 10-year-olds. So if you're 10 through 14, you can now run in the junior division, and if you're 15 through 18, you're in the senior division. So we have 2 age divisions so that they don't have to run against each other. Everybody's welcome to come watch, have a good time. There's no admission charge. You can come and meet your friends, and it becomes a big social event for everybody. There are a lot of people here watching this horse show that their kids have already graduated, but they just enjoy coming to the horse show so much they just come to watch and visit with their friends that they've known for all these years. So come on out and see what's happening, ask a lot of questions, meet the people, and just see how much fun these kids are having as they learn and compete.
Pole bending has always been something for me. I've rodeoed basically all my life, and so it was just another fun event that I have always done, I guess. He's very athletic, and it takes kind of a special kind of horse to get in there and weave their way around 6 poles, so he's pretty good at it.
Well, I've done it ever since I started horse showing. They would have an all-around, so you would have to do all the events, and whoever got the most points would win something, so that's why I started off and just started doing barrels and poles.
I started in 4-H in a smaller group, and then I moved on to a bit larger group, and I became more of a rider. And then PT really took a liking to poles, and so from then it was just poles all the way.
little post-intern girl. Really? Learning all kinds of things about these kids you just don't mess with. There he is. Here he is.